Namaste, salutations, and greetings. Congratulations. You made it to Friday Eve. Man, almost there. The weekend is within sight. You're on the glide to Friday afternoon. So give yourself a pat on the back, making it through another week. And happy to have you here. Doesn't that, you know what? I don't care who you are. You gotta love some big band music every once in a while. That intro just makes me want to form a chorus line and do kicks. You know,
I can see you doing that.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. Put me in with the Rockettes.
Right?
I am ready to go. Put me in, coach. So,
I
yeah.
can see you. I can picture it now. You in your Thai fisherman pants and your dashiki with the top hat doing the
No, 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 no.
kicks.
This calls for the Unicorn Dream pants.
Oh no! You guys, he has a pair of pants. They're called Unicorn Dream joggers, and they are iridescent joggers.
Gemini Kyle and Sandra Fasthorse. Huzzah!
Huzzah, Sandra!
Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us. Man, I tell you what, I am so stoked. Last week we were supposed to have Kaya on. She lives in kind of like a middle of nowhere California. It's definitely not the kind of California you think of when you think of California. But she has been experiencing rolling blackouts, and that was the big reason why she had issues connecting with us last week. But those issues have been resolved. We had a few audio issues. I think we have for the most part resolved. Now, you probably haven't heard of Kaya Mofire. But I guarantee you that at some point you have probably seen her work. She is one of the most amazing photographers around, and I mean, especially with plants, but with people. Uh, and she is also an amazingly beautiful person inside and out. One of the things that I was been telling people is I've gotten to meet a lot of folks uh, doing this and traveling around and all. I have to say, Kaya is probably the coolest person I have met and got to work with. She is absolutely amazing. So, without
Further,
any
further
further
adwa.
Adwa, yes,
Adwa.
yes, you see,
Ado.
I am multilingual. Adwa,
You wish you were multilingual.
Adwa. Oh, I'm glad, Gemini. Hey, Andy, Lord Leaf Cycle. Let's bring on Kaya Mofire, photographer for Fat Nugs magazine and many other things.
What up, y'all?
Namaste, Kaya. Thank you for taking time out of your incredibly ungodly schedule to join us. Uh, how are you
I'm gonna do
doing?
my best to hear you guys. I'm sorry about all the tech stuff. This is off-grid living.
That's the way it goes. So,
But it's so good to see you.
I know, I know. We got to spend a little time together in Vegas, which was an amazing time.
Yeah, no, I had a blast. It was super fun. Penny Lane's always a good time. You know what I mean? Everscore's great. It's all fun.
She's a handful, but I love her.
Them cat ears, they don't lie.
Right. Well, poor Kaya. She is attached, sometimes physically, to Penny during these events. And she is responsible for a lot more than just simply taking amazing photographs.
Oh.
How did you get in to this line of work?
You know, all stories. No, so honestly, about 10 years ago, I wasn't doing so good. We all have our ups and downs, and I wasn't doing the best in my life, and I was looking kind of for an escape for me and my daughter, who was, I think, a year old at the time. We were living in Central California, Pismo Beach, Oceano area. Um, and a friend of mine had a grow up in NorCal in a wonderful place called Cohasset. Tiny little, like, hole in the wall, no nothing town. Like, you probably would never hear of it until you go there, and then it becomes like your whole world. And it's just this little beautiful place full of mom and pops and like these grows that have been there for 20, 30 years, generational farmers. You know what I mean? Not just cultivars, but farmers. And I was lucky. I got to meet a bunch of people. I got to experience a bunch of different ways to grow, ways to harvest, and I often tell people that while I was learning to cultivate cannabis, I learned to cultivate myself because I was able to get back on track, back where I needed to be. And, I've always been an artist. So when I was supposed to be watering plants, I was drawing plants. And so my boss, Jesse Montgomery's a great guy, he hit me up and he was like, instead of drawing these plants for like hours, why not take photos? And it was like a light bulb, I was like, oh my God, it's like instant art, which for me, I'm ADHD'd out. So instant gratification, gotta have it. So it just clicked and something in me sparked. And I spent the next 2 years, excuse the vulgarity, but balls deep in every plant, in every garden I could even think to get access to. I would knock on people's doors all day, like all week, like, let me go see your garden, let me play it, and they would just be like super weirded out first, like, who is this crazy cracked out girl in my yard at 2 in the afternoon trying to take pictures of my weed plants? But then it just kind of became a thing, and yeah, and so now I'm fucking here, man. And it's amazing. It's my chance to show the world, cannabis is unique, right? Like, we all love it in our own varied ways, but it has a dichotomy of both good and bad things about it. There's medicine, but then there's recreation, there's organics, and then indoor, like, there's so many push and pulls in this industry that it's hard to remember that this is a plant. It's a gift, and it grows from the dirt. It's not like you have to have billions of dollars or, a whole, like, lot of education. Like, it's a plant. You plant it, you grow your own medicine, and people benefit. And every freaking one is so unique. Every color, every texture, I could go on. I'm gonna nerd out if I don't just. But yeah, that's where I am now because I'm obsessed.
But you are absolutely right. It is a plant. It is a gift. It is a wonderful.
He's reading.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get really close to the camera, so if you guys have to stare at my ear, I'm sorry. So I can hear you because
You're fine. I was told that when I mute my mic, your echo goes away. So
that may be the way to go.
Hello, Elena, TJ, Dustin, Debbie Pott. Hello. I'm glad to see everybody coming in and hanging out. So you have had the opportunity to work with, some amazing farms and growers and
influencers.
Yeah. So we found out how you kind of got started in this. How did you get to where you are now?
So the same guy that gave me the camera and was like, "Oh, you should do this." We had this, those drunken, stony conversations you have around a bonfire, like in the middle of the woods. We had one of those, and he was like, and he, this is not how he sounds, but this is how he sounds in my head, so I have to do it. But he's like, man, I'd really like to have my own clothing line. And at this point, I had done screen printing and like drawing and iron on, I'm crafty. But I was like, holy crap, dude, I could like take these photos and then like full sublimate them onto shirts. It was intense, right? And so a month later, I like go to him randomly and I'm like, hey, bro, let me help you in your garden, make me some money. trust me, you'll benefit. And he was like, whatever, weirdo. So I start doing extra work. I get the money, and I wait till he's doing like a big show off moment, with like, you know how underground goes. It was cool, but I like walk in with this box and like drop it on the floor, like mic drop. And it's hoodies, bomber jackets, t-shirts, bikinis, and a couple other things that were the plants that he had grown. The centerfold, I just did with Penny Lane. That's Blue Sherbet. That photo was the very first photo I ever printed onto fabric. And it became like a staple, a catalyst, like my my iceberg,
Yeah,
And
that's your
and then
signature.
sorry, say it one more time.
That's your signature.
It is.
It
It is.
first.
Color is my signature. I have tetrachromia, so I already see more colors than I need to see, and it reflects in what I call my art. Like that bright, intense color. And people are like, "Oh, do you edit?" And I'm like, "No, I don't need to. You just sit in a garden for like 6 hours, stoned out of your mind, smoking dank hash with a camera in your hand, and trust me, like the plant will show itself. Good, bad, or indifferent." So, but yeah, so I dropped the clothing line. And then right after that, I worked with Byron and Bossman and Saviola and these awesome, like independent artists out of SAC. And I started to get kind of like popular. As my daughter would say, Mom, you became instant famous, which was super funny. And then it just blew up. Then I met Penny Lane, and I started doing like 3D art. It was crazy. It just like blew up overnight. And then all of these people that I had idolized, like Pot Farmer's Daughter and Dustin Hawksford, Fat Nugs, and all of these great people who are like, oh, I want to be just like them. We're like, hey, what you do is cool. We should and it just, now I get to live like the dream life. It's kind of neat. It's a little weird, but it's neat, you know?
That is amazing. And Fat Nugs and Dustin, that's an amazing story all within itself.
Yeah.
Someday I'm actually going to get them on the show. One of these days,
You
if we
know,
can ever link up.
when I was, and I call it pouring out my heart to every magazine and every publication, I just wanted to see it in print.
Right?
I remember I waited till the last minute to hit up Fat Nugs because I'd gotten a couple of like issues here and there, and this was back when like it was just becoming a thing. Like this was like pre-legacy. And I remember seeing his original post online, and I was like, wow, this is like a cool new magazine. And then knowing what I know now about the history of Fat Nugs and how it was just like this idea he had to make art one day, I like hit him up, and after all of the things that I've done and all the places I've sold my art and all the things that I've done, I've never had a completely raw, open platform that was non-judgmental, that was non-biased, non-political in any sort of the way. The only thing is that if you're going to lobby against patient-grown cannabis, I don't want to talk to you anyway. So I have no problem with the stipulations he has about, and like, I am super proud of those things. And then you add our team. It's such a phenomenal team. Like, dude, Jessica, I'm going to say her name wrong. Please, Jess, don't be mad. Cavalier. I'm going to say it fancy Cavalier, but I'm pretty sure it's not how you say it. It's probably normal. But she is like the best freaking editor ever. Dustin's just like this mind blown skater surfer dude from like my dream world where like, journalism was still cool. And then, of course, you throw in like the millions of writers and contributors we have in June Blanket. Oh my God, if I didn't have her, I'd probably die. I call her at 3 a.m. I'm like, where am I supposed to go? And they're like, it's such a good platform. And if you haven't checked it out, please check it out because it's so dope. It's really where I thrive. It's where I show most of my art. And now I've been blessed with Everscore. So I'm like, you take Fat Nugs and then you take Jeff and Penny, which are like a powerhouse in themselves, and you just, I don't even know.
Yeah, I am really excited with with the different collaborations, and I've been so sick for the last 3 weeks that I'm just now getting back and getting caught up with Jeff and Penny, and yeah, and I still have to reach out to Dustin, and yeah, I, I, I'm still that far behind. So
I
Zachary,
know that the Fat Nugs crew is pretty thankful to have a little time off. Like, we slammed out some dope issues this year. Next year, oh my God, I don't know if you've heard about our lineup. It's phenomenal. I can't wait. There's the uproar with Beard Brothers and Edwin Rubies, and the fact that people are still being incarcerated. I think that's a topic that needs to come forward. As we
Pat,
talked the other day, there's some events coming up that I really want to try to focus on. One of the coolest things, and I really wanted to talk to you about this during our phone call, is that Dustin knows me way too well, and there was some rooming arrangement issues in Vegas for MJ's. And so I was lucky enough to bunk up with Nick Scafani. And I don't know if you've ever met Nick, but he's like the funniest bougie guy I've ever known in my whole life. Like, his car, his seats are heated and they give you massages. Like, I was like, bro, I'm not even allowed in cars like this. Like, but he's the downest, coolest dude ever. We got to spend a massive amount of time. He's working with this company called Vite Glass. Have you heard about them? Okay.
yeah, no, I haven't.
Master Rochi, we gotta talk, bro.
Well,
These
yes, we
Vite Glass
do.
bongs are all modular, right? You can get ash catchers, bubblers, diffuser, whatever. There's like a billion options and they come out with more and more. It's the best quality glass I've seen in 10 years, right? If you're like me, I'm a mom. All my kids are crazy. They're all teenagers now, which means I have even less time than I did when they were babies. So cleaning a bong is not something I get to do, right? Like, all my bong, I spent 2 hours cleaning my bong so I could set it on the table so I didn't look bad on your show. You know what I'm talking about? But these bongs they have are all modular. You can take them apart. It took him the same amount of time that it took me to laminate my MJ Biz Pass, which is like that big, not very big. He cleaned a 4-piece, fully glass bong that we had been like master chiefing all day through. So it was like these quality products, these companies, these people. It's just a testament to how far I think we've come. Because when I started this, it was kind of weird to just take photos of weed. Like, you were like, oh, you're like Alaska. They all let you in, but they don't tell you anything. You know what I mean? Like, so it was just really hard to get this sense of camaraderie and community. Like, you and me, dude, we clicked. How many joints did we smoke on the tip? Like, or that freaking bus in Planet 13, like when we had these moments of like
Oh, that
family
one.
and community, like where cannabis was meant to be and why I started to do it to begin with. But these bongs,
Absolutely.
oh my God, you got to get one.
I will
Just
have to
saying.
check that out. And again, please, especially during the holiday season, go out there, shop, these small, unique boutique, mom and pop shops. Support the veteran community, support the disabled, support the small business. These are companies that can really use your money and they go back into the community, whereas your big corporations the community's not going to see any of it.
Also,
They
if you
have no
guys
love.
want to, Kai, I know you're not much on Facebook, but I know you are on Instagram, right?
I am on Facebook. I just tend to get the boot more often on Facebook.
Right.
Instagram, they've been fairly kind to me. I know that other people in my industry they have not been kind to, and I lose a lot of heart and respect for Instagram for that. But I do, they have been kind to me, so I've been more frequent on there. But I am on it's Planet Kaya, all capitals, because I'm a lot.
What do I say?
But yeah, oh, and you were talking about small businesses. Best part.
Yes,
So I come from a burn scar. You know this.
right.
During California State Fair, 2 days before, my entire town of Cohasset, where I learned to grow, where I learned to cultivate myself, burned to the ground. down, gone. There's a small little chain island in the middle. They call it the green belt. Everything else was lost. And now you have to consider these people have lived there for 30, 40, 50, generations, right? And when you're off grid like that, or when you're in these communities, you don't always afford like fire insurance. And a lot of times you don't get it anyway. So, and these people lost a lot. And so like 2 days after this, I was at California State Fair, like promoting, like while my fellow cultivars have lost everything. And so one of the cool things, and I don't mean to like turn this into like a sales pitch because I'm not trying to, but those glass bongs, the Vitea glass bongs, every modular piece is a tree planted. And they're focusing towards, processed farm, like burn scars, things like that. Like these are all events that's
beautiful.
I'm tired of I David Tran, I love you. You're my homie. You're always fit, but like I got to get out of this corporate, man, and I got to go back to where we belong, to like the woods with the mom and pops. Like people forget, without black market, there is no legal market.
Right.
Without medical, there never would have been a recreational.
Absolutely.
So I don't know, call me crazy, but I'm more of a, decriminalize, not declassify. Shouldn't have been classified to begin with.
Exactly. Yeah, we share a lot of the same beliefs and thoughts, and that's what made it so cool getting to hang out with you in Vegas. I mean, what an amazing time. I think we are going to slip into intermission just a few minutes early to kind of get that out of the way, because I don't want to get going and then have to break. So this kind of feels like a good natural spot. So everybody, you got 4 minutes and 20 seconds roughly to do whatever you need to do to get back in here in time to catch more with Kaya Mo Fire. And while you're at it, spark one up for the Prohibition State of Indiana.
That's what's up.
I don't.
Discover the treasure trove of flavors at Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory. Satisfy your cravings with our award-winning treats. Follow us on Instagram at Captain Rogers 705. Let Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory lift your spirits. Experience the comforting embrace of our freshly prepared soups and infused cornbread.
Hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Start vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyendinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyendinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Wayniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Wayne Cruz from sunny California. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News, and Views. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Join us for NOK Network monthly specials, 12 months a year. Movie night. Spotlights on entertainment. And live on location coverage. Stay up to date about upcoming programming by subscribing to NOK Network on Rumble, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Facebook. Check out our webpage at www.noknetwork.com.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com.
Hey, dudes and dudettes. Enjoy the show, man.
Dinner's ready.
And we are back.
And this show is brought to you by MasterRochi'sGarden.com. MasterRochi'sGarden.com, where you can find all your hemp derivative needs, like your
Ambrosia Nights and Golden Medleys, because Zach won some and he was asking specifically about those. Zach, hello, my friend Rachel, Ashley. You know what? I would love to tell you a little bit more about both of those, because those are my two personal favorites. The Ambrosia Nights is a sleep aid that does not contain diphenhydramine, that's Benadryl or melatonin. This is formulated to work naturally with your endocannabinoid system. So we start out with I believe it's 1,100 milligram full spectrum CBD. I've added in the cannabinoid CBN, which is shown to help you get that long, deep, restorative sleep. Then there's just a touch of THC in it, enough to relax the mind and body if you take this. And I suggest starting out with no more than a half a dropper. Probably your first time, a quarter to half, because this is fairly powerful. Take it 10 to 20 minutes before you want to go to sleep, and then it will help. It'll help relax your mind. It'll quiet some of the racing thoughts, help you relax your body. And once you go to sleep, that CBN really kicks in. It's a wonderful thing. 100% natural. Even our carrier oil is hemp seed oil. So this is 100% plant product. Our ingredients list is very small, and I think you can pronounce every single thing on there.
So then our Golden Medley.
Our Golden Medley was developed for a couple of things, and all of these I put together for friends or family or myself. What this was first kind of put out for is for people that sit at a desk all day and stare at a computer, write reports, gamers, anybody that's kind of stuck and has to concentrate. This was to help with focus and kind of that anti-inflammation. But it does so much more. And this is our full spectrum CBD, CBG, and then a CBD isolate on top of it. So this is like Conan the Barbarian of CBD. I mean, this is just exactly what you think CBD should do. with the CBG supercharges it. It's also a great mood stabilizer.
And it's what we recommend for cancer patients to take with their FECO regimen or their RSO regimen, because
Yes.
you need to have that full spectrum CBD, and that CBG is fantastic too.
Yes, I mean, I'm not going to get into all the benefits of the CBD and CBG, or we'll be here all night.
Hi, Troy. Hi, Pamela.
But Zach, I take the golden medley. In fact, I've got some right here. I take a full dropper twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. It helps with all of my age-related aches and pains and many other things. So this is absolutely part of my daily health regimen.
All right, let's get back to Kyle.
Yeah, enough of that nonsense. But we made the sponsor happy. What an asshole he is, man.
No, I'm all about it. I'm just listening, sipping, just
Kyle, we have some of your work.
Man, I chill.
We have some of your work. We have a small video.
Yay! Oh, I don't know if you guys did you rotate. I'm sure you have, but did you guys catch the flower?
I don't have. I was unable to obtain.
Boo boo, I got you.
Okay, Penny was
Got
supposed
you.
to grab me a couple of issues because they don't sell it anywhere around me.
Oh, I got you, baby. So the thing
thank
about
you.
the flower, you know me. I'm a
Yes,
lot.
I
I'm
do.
extra. I'm pretty out there, you know, and I love plant problems. I love taking part in plant problems. I like photographing the weird little bugs that everybody hates, you know, and I like those are like that's my get down, right? So I had I'm not gonna put names out there and stuff, but I had an experience with a grow in which they had Shoki, which was, if you look into the genetics, it's a phenomenal strain. It's mostly out of New York. I'm, Northern California, so we're worlds apart. So it's very cool to see it like in its raw glory, And this grow was loved and tended to, and for, lack of a better term, it was just a lot.
Right?
And so one person left, and the grow went unattended in a mixed light, exposed, open air hoop house for over like almost an entire year. I know.
Oh,
I've never
wow.
seen foxtails like this long before, which was super tragic, but phenomenal on film. I don't know if you guys have seen my late night Instagram that Dustin posted with the video of where it goes through. But there's this magical moment in every garden that you get where the light is perfect and the birds and that, it's like that whole.
Well, why don't we play this clip of some of your work?
Yeah,
and
let's do
when
it.
we come back,
I'm so
you can
excited to see which ones.
Kind of tell us about what what some of the stuff
She
that
can
we're
unmute
seeing.
herself and talk.
We can try, but
We can try.
yeah. Hi, Kim. Welcome, Wayne Cruz. Hello, TJ, Troy Stevens. Hello, Panama Long Wells. Hello. What an event
Alfie
you had.
Rich, we've got a nice crowd tonight. Betty Bertner.
Right. So let's play some of these wonderful shots that you've done. Now, I think we're going to try to talk over this. Can you hear me, Kaya? You'll have to unmute yourself.
Man,
So most of these are like, like if you go back, it's like too much rain, spent too much time, like I could sit here and label. It's funny because I take about 16,000 photos per season. And I can still name every single one by sight alone. Like that's Shoki. That one's Mo Fire. Tragic story. This is the moment. That's the moment I'm talking about. That golden, fucking beautiful, life-changing, where you bond with the plant spiritual moment.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, you know, this was not some miracle grow out in the middle of like some forgotten junk. No, this is literally like maybe a 20-foot long, 10-foot wide, you know, homemade hoop house that somebody had really invested in. And then, as any cultivar knows, sometimes it can be a lot, especially if you're like, you know. And so it was left. And when we were blessed to check it out and to be a part of it, I got these shots that I've never seen, like the spider. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with crab spiders. Just want to point that out. These like, yeah, see the bugs? Oh yeah. See, I'm such a okay, I'm just gonna be quiet now. I get too excited. Oh, the water shot. Oh, gotta love shroomies.
Oh, you know how I feel about shroomies.
Golden teachers, baby, all day.
All right.
Oh, my weed walls. So these are some of my first grow like experiences. These shots that you're showing right now, like the seeds. This one was fun. Got one. I had one mushroom left. Threw it on my light table. These are okay. So all the shots that you're seeing right now, these were all either grown in my backyard or directly adjacent, meaning one, if not two, of my neighbors. My community was blessed with a green thumb, a purple thumb, a pink thumb, whatever you want to call it. These I forgot. These are so old. I love this. That's Mo Fire. So this is my baby right there. That one. These are all Mo Fire. So Mo Fire, the tragedy with that was it was a joke. I made a clothing line for someone, so they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make a strain for you," and we said it in joke and in light. But then I run into this brilliant grower who's probably one of my growing idols, and he was like, "Oh, have you seen the Mo Fire?" And I was like, "You're shitting me! You did it!" And he did it, and I went and looked at it, and I had 2 hours of probably my best photo experience in my whole life with my strain, the Mo Fire, and then Cohasset burnt, and we lost the genetics. So one of my centerfolds was dedicated to the Mo Fire because, and you'll see at the bottom, it was listed, you know, because of the park fire. And the last one you showed, that purple blue dragon. Let's talk about my heart, okay? Have you ever, do you remember the first time you ever smoked weed? Pot, cannabis, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what's
I remember the first time I really got high.
Like, okay, so like, you know, adolescent rears its ugly head. You're like in whatever environment, you hit the joint and you exhale, and there's that complacent moment between your head and your heart where the space in between no longer matters. The noise quiets, the world writes itself, you know, the angels come down like you know, that whole like experience. Well, I'm sitting in a barn, a 2-story barn in Northern California in the winter. I weigh like 109 pounds soaking wet. I don't do winter. You're lucky I come outside. Here I am in this barn with some amazing, wonderful people. My bestie, Marcia, I love you, bitch. Heart. Hers, a bunch of other crazy growers, and we can't stand upright. We have to walk around in prone position because there's plants hanging above our heads. This is my first real harvest experience. And I don't mean like the ones I grew in my backyard. I mean like harvest experience. You know what I mean? So we're in this barn and the plants are hanging low and there's no glass in this barn because anybody that's ever grown cannabis knows that shit's expensive. So it takes forever to get anywhere, right? To get a barn, to get a dry shack, to get a this, to whatever. So here we are, like making it work, you know, like soldiers. And we get this plant called Blue Dragon. Well, it's Blue Dragon Dog, which is basically like, without getting too into it, it's like a big fat bowl of blueberry and Dagestan. You know?
Whoa.
Yeah. Smells like the cookies your mom used to make when you were a baby, like or like the way vanilla paper sounds when it tears. I don't know if you guys are into ASMR like I am, but it's just that, I don't know, something clicked. Even the smoke was like Technicolor. I can't even describe it. So I fell in love with this plant. It's become the catalyst for who I am now. If anybody that truly knows me at the heart is like Kyle Fire, Blue Dragon, like it's a whole thing. And that first centerfold I ever did with Fat Nugs is that big fat purple bud at the end of that clip that you showed. And it's probably like, other than having children, it's like the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Right.
Sorry.
I am going to hold you there because we are going to go to a musical interlude. And this is Runaway by the Jaspers. They're kind of, I guess, an alt-rock band. They're out of New Jersey. We love promoting working musicians. And these guys are great. If you're out on the East Coast, especially in New Jersey, and you get a chance to see these guys, definitely take up the opportunity. The Jaspers, they are on all the musical platforms where you find music. So stop by, give them some love, give them a like, give them a follow. That does a whole lot for all bands, artists, and creators out here. You don't know how important just a simple follow means to each and every one of us. So, for our musical interlude, the Jaspers, let's roll it.
As fast as you can, 'cause I'm gonna hurt you, break your heart. I'm just a man. 'Cause I've been scared, I've been abused. I'm afraid I'm being used. Whoa, understand, love, I'm just a man. Oh, I'm not ready for your love, 'cause I've been hurt for so long. I might be blind of the light that you brought onto me, wanting you don't get trapped, 'cause there's no turning back. Oh, can't you see I'm not what you need? Long drives and sunsets, oh, but deception, yeah. Whoa, everything you see ain't as it seems. Oh, I'm not ready for your love, 'cause I've been here for so long. I might be blind of the light that you brought onto me. Oh, wanting you don't get trapped, 'cause there's no turning back. Oh, can't you see I'm not what you need? No, 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 love a broken face, stuck here in this place. You know I'll never change. You said this couldn't be, I don't know what you say. I told you that you should just run away, run away. Oh, I'm not ready for your love.
rocking band. They've got some. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there we are. Okay. That was the Jaspers. They have some great, great music out there. And please, if you know of any working bands that have some good quality audio, or even better yet, some videos, please get in touch with me. And that goes also for comics. Always looking for, hardworking members of our community that we can help share their artistry. Please get them in touch with me. We are back with Kaya Mofire.
Kaya, I think some of them in the comments fell in love with your photos.
Yes, and that brings me to something else. If you haven't heard, there's a little thing that's starting to grow some steam here called the Caniverse Creators Awards. And I tell you what, I think if you haven't been nominated yet for photography, then I'm going to have to get that done once we get off of here, because what you do, and this is all about celebrating and bringing the community together and showing off. There's all kinds of awards and stuff for growers and genetics and all. But, there's not a whole lot of awards out there, especially People's Choice Awards for the creators. And that's what this is all about, celebrating the community, celebrating the creators out here, helping them get out their name, helping our audience find maybe their new favorite creator. So it's all about lifting up this community. What say you, Kaya?
The People's Choice. I can always pee my pants, dude. I'm like ADHD, hyperkinetic. I'm off the rails, bro. Like this, just the thought that people know who I am because of my art is freaking crazy. But to bring this plant to where it really, really needs to be, it makes me want to cry. Don't make me cry on public things. It's not cool, bro. Honestly, this plant.
But you are the type of people.
The dichotomy in the plant itself, the good, the bad, the indifferent, the ugly, the beautiful, whatever you want to call it. I want to go and hug the Karen down the road that doesn't want hemp and CBD in her community. I want to hug that chick because she just doesn't know yet. But I've watched babies come out of seizures with cannabis. I've treated my friends and my family myself with cannabis. I've watched veterans. I have watched people with mental, I've been to the bowels of hell with cannabis, and I've also been to the very tops of heaven with cannabis. And it doesn't matter if I take a zillion photos, I will never be able to show the world how phenomenally intricate and individual this plant is. It's like every human on the planet. Doesn't matter if you're twins, you're still fucking different, And every cannabis plant is like that, and each one has the potential to save a life.
Absolutely.
In some way, shape, or form. And if I get to wake up in the morning and breathe that, let's go.
Even though some people think that they're just recreational users, there's a reason that you're using this plant, and it goes beyond recreational. It goes to you are needing something that this plant is
some
providing.
kind of healing of the mind,
and that is whether it's THC, CBD, or these other compounds. But I fully encourage people to add a full spectrum CBD to their daily health regimen. It will help you in so many different ways.
I'm going to tell you, bro, I've done a lot of tinctures in my day, but you, Mr. Rochi, saved my proverbial ass in Vegas. I don't know if you remember. I woke up, my hair was doing its thing. I'm looked like I got human trafficked and don't know where the hell I am. Like, I know. I say that with all the respect of people with trauma, but like, it was rough. Like, Penny Lane is fucking gorgeous, dude, and it's so easy to photograph her, but because of that, like, she's on it. That chick was in the game before any of us were cool. Well, maybe not Master Richie, but like, you know, like before we were like cool, she was like, ooh, you know, and and I remember getting like a Mary Jane by Penny Lane sticker and being like, oh my God, like most girls like Barbies, I had like cannabis stickers. Well, and what do they call it? Garbage Pail Kids. Let's not lie, everybody had those. But you know, so like now, like, do you know how many of your shows I've watched baked out of my mind in the back room of some God knows tattoo parlor? Ooh, almost broke my Picasso bomb. Doing God knows what art, trying to like make it in this industry, like watching you, like listening to you. I just watched a podcast from you for like 2 years ago.
Right.
And you were like, I don't know, man, you're like this powerful catalyst of everything that cannabis stands about. You're into like patients having medicine. You're into farmers being farmers. Like, we're not fucking felons, we're farmers. Yeah, Master Rochi for president. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Oh,
dude,
you are too
count
kind.
me a vote.
Too kind, Kaya.
Where do I sign?
Yeah.
He has his moment.
How do people reach out to you, follow you?
Oh, I thought I did.
I'm pretty much Kaya Mofaya on everything. I'm simple. Well, I'm extra, but I'm simple. I like to be like, you know, black in my eye. It makes me feel like, you know, mysterious and normal. I don't know. I'm crazy. No, Kaya Mofaya. It's super simple. KYEAMOFIRE, all lowercase, all one word. And that's it. Yeah, that's unless it's Facebook, and then it's Planet Kaya, all capitals, because I was a baby and I didn't know about, you know, like being calm yet.
Right on. Well, Kaya, I want to thank you so much.
Check me out on Everscore. Please check me out on Fat Nugs. If you guys don't know Fat Nugs, check us out, dude. You want righteous, real cannabis journalism backed by people who have grown up in this industry. We have heart, we have fire in our eyes. Like, we are coming for you. Like, come check us out. And man, if you really want to get freaking perfect, go get some Master Rochi tincture, because if you can save me in Vegas, well, that must be gold, man.
Well, thank you so very much. We're going to drop you backstage. We'll talk after the show, and we're going to come back, kind of wrap it up, and say good night to everybody.
Thank you for coming on, Kaya.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm sorry I'm so spazzy. Like, this is just, you know.
No, I don't know
if they make an ADHD channel for people.
I love you. Don't go change it.
Don't change anything.
Yeah, I love you the way you are.
That's right.
So we'll be back in just a minute.
Wow, she's great.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I told you.
I know you did.
I told you.
I can't believe him, though. I always have to find out for myself. You know.
I mean, of all of the very cool and beautiful people that I've got to meet and work with, you know, I think Kaya. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Penny. But Kaya's kind of edged you out here. You're my, my second.
No, I think Penny's your OG, but Kaya's like your soulmate.
Yeah. I guess that's a good way to put it. Yes,
Yeah.
Penny will be always my OG, but Kaya's kind of my soulmate.
You guys vibe.
Yeah, we just clicked in tech, and I mean, it was just beautiful energy there. So
Monday night we're gonna have BZ Canna Products on.
All right.
And he's amazing. And it's the weekend after tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
And next week is Christmas.
Right on. And we will be back on the 26th for Thursday night.
Yes.
So
tomorrow night
Tomorrow
is the
night.
Knock Network Christmas party as well as the Grow Fam Christmas thing.
So we will be at both.
Both
Come
events.
and join us. Kim was in here earlier. I don't know if I said hello to her when she came in. Judy, hello. So yes,
Busy week coming up. Anyways,
right. So would you like to say goodnight,
I would.
Crystal?
So you guys, everybody, you made it through the week. Tomorrow's Friday, and then it's the holidays. So don't stress. Learn to say no. Relax. Smile at somebody. You may be the only one that does.
And please check out masterrochiesgarden.com. It's veteran, and
I don't like saying that.
I know
Because
you
I'm
don't.
not disabled. I am, but I'm not. I am. What do they call it? I'm not disabled.
Yeah.
But anyways,
You have issues. Will you agree to that?
I do have issues.
A woman with issues owned a company.
There you go.
There we go. And that covers a lot of ground
Yeah, it does.
with the issues.
Anyway,
We are going to leave you with some loot and fire tonight. I'll tell you what, have an amazing weekend. You know, raise your vibe. You raise everybody's vibes around you. It's tough, the holidays. A couple more weeks to get through, and it will all be good and beautiful. Remember, cannabis can't hurt the holidays, and in some situations, it can definitely help. Watch who eats the edibles.
Stay away from the psychedelics.
Yeah, well, no, just
Yes.
be aware of what you're doing. But take care of family members that may have had one too many brownies, and friends that have had one too many brownies. Give them some CBD, a quiet space, and they'll do all right. So until Monday, have a beautiful weekend, and as always, peace, love, and goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. A little lit and fire.
Yo, fire.
T-Red. Yeah, man, a fire, see?
Yeah.
You know, some day I start more some weed. I check say, I could have come by your gates, come link here, I could have just go down on the farm star. Cause I want some good weed, cause I get a spliff from you from all the last spliff I have here.
Yeah, that said boom jar there. Yeah, but me now we have to go up on the farm now, higher. See? Yeah. Blessed love, blessed love.
Yeah, this is Loot and Fire. Longside Stella Green Farm, you know. Yeah. Light up a spliff each morning in my backyard. Sometime me bunny chalice fi fun. Clean up the coachy rubber load to me landlord. Right there soap and veranda we see down. But a blunt or bong, light it up is so strong. And then we chant some na ya bingy soul songs. But a blunt or bong, a sense me in ya covenant. So pass the chalice in a circle, make it on. This ya boom draw we do. Can't get enough, you better hand him a phone for this boom job. Can't hustle as we stepping out. Bring it over, tell you any amount. Whether blunt or bong. Come and smoke a spliff with tight. You got some greenhouse sativa. It's fully alkaline. At the farmhouse, me get it from it red up in my eyes. And if you think I'm overdose, just give me more buds for light. Me not stop because me just love it. So if I search me down, you gon' find Bacarisla, enough weed dust and a spliff tail when me want light. Talk to need because me can't take this drugs. Stay far from Babylon site. Cause easy Rasta man smoke it day and night. This ya boom draw weed oh. Can't get enough, you better hand him a phone for this boom job. Can't hustle as we stepping out. Bring it over, tell you any amount. Whether blunt or bong. On top of that, I like it. And you cannot annoyed. Said it all deep inside me. Witty, so me need no psychic. Some people smoke and it get to the med, but I don't mind it. On top of that, it cure many diseases. Go make we check it out, it is a natural medicine. It It's a Mevin, I mean, what Jaja provided. Ain't not because them system wants trick. This ya boom ja we do. Can't get enough, you better hand me my phone for this boom job. Can't hustle as we stepping out. Bring it over, tell you any amount. This ya boom ja we do. Can't get enough, you better hand me my phone for this boom job. Can't hustle as we stepping out. Bring it over, tell you any amount. Whether blunt or bomb. Come and smoke a spliff with I. You got some greenhouse sativa. It's fully alkaline. At the farmhouse, me get it from it red up in my eyes. And if you think I'm overdose, just give me more buds for light. Me not stop because me just love it. So if you search me down, you gon' find Bacarisla, enough weed dust and a spliff tail when me want light. Tucked in it because me can't take this drugs. Stay far from Babylon site. Cause easy Rasta man smoke it day or night. This ya boom ja we do. Can't get enough, you better hand me my phone for this boom job. Can't hustle as we stepping out. Bring it over, tell you any amount. This ya boom ja we do. Can't get enough, you better hand me my phone for this boom job. Can't hustle as we stepping out. Bring it over, tell you any amount. Whether blunt or bong. Yeah, this is Loot and Fire. Longside Stella Green Farm, you know.